Repurposing and recycling spare materials is a great way to avoid waste and create something out of nothing. With the right attitude and a lick of paint, you can completely transform unwanted parts into a handy addition to your home. These DIY light fixtures combine a few easily accessible items and materials and turns them into fully customizable sconces that are sure to add character to any wall. In this video, Carla, a DIY enthusiast, is going to show you how to build DIY light fixtures. The materials for this project are all available from Wickes and will take a DIYer with moderate skill approximately a few hours to build, plus any time you allow for drying. Look out for this icon during the video for our DIY top tips. Find the complete tools and materials at the end of this video or visit the Ideas and Advice Hub at wickes.co.uk for a step-by-step guide and more inspiration. Make sure that you do this outdoors or in a well-ventilated room on a suitable floor. Sweep away any debris from the area that you're going to be working in before laying two identical timber offcuts in position. Working from top to bottom, ignite your blowtorch and slowly move it side to side over the wood. It's best to sweep along the grain as you go to achieve a consistent finish. Make sure to let them cool before standing them up and repeating this process for all of the sides. Give them time to cool properly as well as your blowtorch before moving on to the next step. Once properly cooled, move your burned wood to your workbench. Go over it with a brush, making sure to go with the grain to give it a textured finish and remove any excess ash or debris from the surface. Lay down a sheet of offcut on your workbench to catch any drips before laying down timber offcuts on which you can lay your burned wood so that they're raised from the surface. Brush away any dust with a clean, dry brush to prepare them for staining. Check that the lid is securely fastened, then give your tin of wood stain a shake. Making sure to brush with the grain, liberally apply your wood stain while trying your best to avoid too many drips. Once your first coat is complete, remove as much stain from the brush as possible and go back over any lighter areas in long, slow strokes with a relatively dry brush. This helps you to achieve a more even finish and complete coverage. Give it plenty of time to dry. Focusing on the theme of repurposing and recycling, we used curtain rail mounts as holders for our glass bottle vases. Make sure you take the time to find a bottle that fits and stays securely in place when mounted to the wall. Once you've found your hooks and bottles, work out the ideal location for the hole on the back that you'll use to mount the sconce to the wall. Mark it on the back of the wall mount and drill a pilot hole while making sure you don't drill right through to the other side. Then work out where you want to position the bottles and their holders. Once you've settled on a spot, mark the locations of your screws by making an indent in the wood with a bradawl. Drill a pilot hole through the indents before positioning your hooks and screwing them in by hand. Affix your bottles, fastening if necessary. There you go. All that's left to do is mount them to your wall and add whatever decorative touches you fancy. Whether you want to fill the bottles with fairy lights to brighten up the room or add some plants to breathe new life into your space.